and then. I love anything that solves a problem. And when I first looked at these, I thought, who hasn't been there? You've got a pot that's this big, a plant that's this big. You've got all these other things to think about. So you're filling these big old pots with whatever you can find. Enter Bloom Living, and they've created something that solves, I mean, it looks so simple.
It is.
But it solves a problem that's incredibly common.
It does, because what this is going to do, I'm sorry, I'm having a mic issue. It's just echoing. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to save you money, because it's going to save you on the soil. You're not going to use as much. You don't have any of the messy fillers at the bottom. It's going to lighten the load of your pots, and also it's going to prevent the root rot. So let me show you. This is the Upset Daisy. It's amazing. And so you're getting a set of 4. 2 are the 12-inch. So if you want the 12-inch, they are going to fit into your planters that are 14 to 16 inches.
Okay, so that's 12-inch, guys.
That's
and you're getting 2 of those in this set, but then you'll also receive 2 14 inches. So what do you recommend pot size here?
Good for 18 to 20 inches.
Okay.
Okay, and they're for your big tapered pots, because we all know that container gardening is so popular, but they're so heavy and you waste so much soil. So let me show you how this looks once it's in your pot. So we cut this out in the front just so that you could see what's going on underneath the soil when you use this. You have a spot right here in the center for your finger. You put it right in and you hook it, okay? It's that easy. And then you could see all the drainage holes there to prevent the root rot. You simply place that down into your pot, and you make sure you have a nice tight seal. Now look, you don't want to do this, you know, you don't want it crooked. You want to make sure it's nice and it's sealed in there.
Parallel to the ground.
Exactly. Okay. And then this is look at all the soil that you're saving. You're not filling this with any of your trash or the junk around the house, right? No messy filler there, no heavy rocks or anything like that. And on top, now you'll be able to save on the soil, because you're going to be able to use 1 bag for 3 planters, or or maybe more or a little bit less, just depending on the size, but still saving money, saving time.
This is such a smart idea. It's what she said, saving you time, saving you money, that you're not buying as much soil.
That's right.
I see this as lightening the load, so that when you do want to move your containers around, and so many of us have been there, I often don't think ahead about planting where ultimately they're going to be sitting, and then you're killing yourself trying to just move it to where ultimately you want it to sit. Here, it's so smart. You're getting 4 of them. That might be all you need. If you have more plants in planters, perhaps you'd like to pick up a couple of sets. They're on Easy Pay for the first day. 2 easy payments is $12.48. The other call out is it's the last day, Janine, at this price. So $24.96 to get all 4. 2 12-inch guys, and then 2 14-inch. And it just depends on the size pot. You just put it down to where all sides create the seal around, and then what?
And then you're just going to fill up your soil. So typically, I'm just coming down here to show you that each one of these planters typically takes about a bag of soil. They're really big planters. So we put the Upset Daisy in there, and now we've got this much. The Upset Daisy sits about there. Awesome. You have saved soil. So with 1 bag, I was able to fill these 3 up. Took it out, shows I want to show you. But here you have your Upset Daisy in this one. And now I'm just going to do this. Going to fill it up with the soil. And you'll see, can we see that? You're using a lot less soil.
Awesome.
Okay, and what's important to know is a lot of times when you're doing your container gardening, they're your annuals. So what happens is they have a lot shallower of a root. You don't need as much soil. And what you certainly don't need to do, you don't want to fill this all the way up with soil, a container this big, because first of all, your plant's going to spend more energy making the roots instead of making the blooms, and it actually ends up suffocating. So you don't want to do that. So the great thing about the Upset Daisy is you kind of get just that right amount of soil, and again, saving time, saving money, saving, from root rot.
And better quality.
And no trash or junk at the bottom.
Yeah,
and they're reusable, I'm sorry, year after year.
Well, it's so funny. We, when we bought our house, moved to the area, they left some of the planters out and about. And when I was going through to see what they had used to kind of fill the space, like pieces of old terracotta pot, like chunks of old pavers, that stuff is heavy. I mean, we're all doing something to fill out that space. And ultimately, it's not so great for the plants. Here, if you're spending the money on the plants, Pick these up too. You're getting two 12-inch plus two 14-inch, but the last day at this price for $24.96 on Easy Pay for $12.48. And then I'll mention one more thought, because when I was chatting with Janine,
I love it.
I have this this huge, it's like a hammered metal planter. It's decorative only, but it kind of like tapers in and then flares out and has this huge belly that I used for inside to fill out a little niche in the house.
Yeah.
I put so much newspaper and floral foam and whatever else on the inside of this thing, just trying to fill up the space itself. I could have used, in this case, I would have used the 12-inch Upsy-Daisy, popped it on the inside, and that's interior. It's not even about function. Yeah. It's just filling it up to where all I needed to do was have enough space to stick some of those decorative pieces down on the inside of that.
Yeah, so
this would have been perfect.
Indoor and outdoor, especially for your indoor decorative purposes. And then again, just remember the fact that these are reusable year after year. They have the nice slim profile. If you want to stack them away, you can. If you know someone that's a gardener, this is an amazing gift to be able to give. And also, it lightens the load. So watch now, before, I'm just going to go pick this up. This is so much lighter, whereas before, you know, you have to say, honey, can you come get that heavy planter? It's only a third. And remember, with the Upsy-Daisy, I was able to get all three of these large planters with one bag of soil, whereas before each one takes a bag.
It's like so simple.
So simple, yet it's such a lifesaver.
Necessary.
It really is.
4 of them for the last day at this low price, and then on Easy Pay to boot, never before presented on 2 easy payments. $12.48 to get them home, give them a try. All 4 of them. Think you're going to love them. Janine, thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
And the Janine train continues.
I know, another Janine. Janine?
No, they both have husbands named Mike too. This is a really funny, I wonder what else you have in common.